morning, YouTube. So I'm out here doing my morning watering, and I notice I have all this empty space here that's really dying for some more maples. So today I guess I'm gonna go to a place called Lazy S, which is near the Pacific Bonsai Museum. I'm gonna look for some other material. So today we'll go on a nursery shopping day, and we'll see what we bring back. See you there. If I knew what the heck I was doing with European olives, this one would be coming home with me. It's a pretty big root system, nice rough bark that actually goes up some of the branches and everything. The leaves are showing that it's not super happy right now, but some of the tips are not so bad. I mean, that could be really interesting. If only I knew how to grow these in the Pacific Northwest, because I've hardly seen these around. That could be cool. Now this is the type of thing that you'll see in a nursery where it looks kind of messy. Usually that means that the nursery's been around for quite a while, and they'll have some plants in their nursery that will be different than things that you've seen before, such as this Arakawa Japanese maple. It does have some rough bark on it, but below the graft line, that's actually where I think it's the most interesting. Even though the bark could be super cool on this, to me that base, that's the unique characteristic on this one. The base is on some of these things. I mean, you could totally go into some of these and do a trunk chop, have something really cool out of the tops of these. I mean, look at this guy. It's even got a little bit of a curvature on the top, some small leaves. This one is, you know what, I can't even read the name on this. The tag is a little bit older, but that's certainly a really good option too. Check this out. Chitose Yama, something like that. And you just get a nice broom at the top of that. Look at these leaves. I mean, that would be an awesome bonsai. All right, this one may be mine too. I should stop looking. I just went back to the back area that's supposed to be employees only, and found this. This is my hand, and this is the base of a bald cypress. I would have never dreamt I would have taken home a bald cypress with me. Some amazing deals on some of these trees. These little Hokkaido elms. Tons of character on those. I'll show you a little later what that looks like. Of course, that big bald cypress, which is huge. And this amazing little Japanese maple with a big trunk flare. Nice branching. It's going to go quick to bonsai. All of these will be quickly adapted to bonsai life. Exciting stuff. There's my haul. This maple I got because of that super old bark that you see here. Looks like a good trunk flare. I'm not sure how good the roots are, but hey, look at this. Bark's pretty cool. And up this branch here, there is some decent bark going on. The leaves are a red color, which is a little bit different for Japanese maple bonsai. People don't often work with the red leaf varieties, but I like them quite a bit. So you notice that I'm looking at this lower section from here up will go chopped off. And you might be thinking, why would you get rid of all of this beautiful growth on this tree? Well, because I'm not growing a tree in the ground, I'm growing a bonsai. So this one is actually going to be a nice and delicate top with kind of a rugged base, and I'm hoping that I can do something with what will become the new main trunk line to make it look nice. It might wind up having a bit of a hollow here. Yeah, so we have a little bit of swelling here, so this side might wind up getting a little bit of a hollow trunk treatment back there. So first thing I gotta do is get rid of this weed debris, clean up some of these dead pieces, and do the major trunk chop on that. It'll be fun. When I do a major trunk chop on a tree like this, I like to have a natural break happen with it. This is thicker than I can really break. This is thicker than my thumb. Quite a bit thicker actually. It's about twice my thumb. So this would take a significant amount of force to break. I've started the cut already right here, and now I'm going to use the leverage from higher up on the tree with some support on the lower and just snap that sucker off. Bye bye. So not a pretty break, but effective. I wanted a hollow on this side of it anyways, and the manner in which it ripped off is going to leave a bit of an open space. You can see how bad that swelling is right now. So if I take and carve that out, that'll hopefully follow this pattern here, come back up around. So I'll be carving in this way, letting it come back around that way. That'll get rid of a lot of this bulge and put in some movement on that. And then this top is pretty much there. I'll do a little bit of trimming on this, but beyond that, this one is like a one chop bonsai. One of the easiest things if you have this low branch is to just do a trunk chop and you're pretty much done. Easy bonsai. So that's pretty much it. I've done the trunk chop. I cleaned up the trunk some. I only snipped off a couple of little twigs. I took out the ones that had 3 branches coming out of one section, 3 twigs. Simplified it a little bit. You could turn it around if you want to. One of the things I just need to work on is taking care of that funny base. I did bury the roots a little bit in some bonsai soil. When I have bonsai here in the Northwest and the moss starts growing, that's when I get a lot of good surface roots, and the moss will grow on its own. Any sort of moss spores that are around will actually be in this. This is some reused bonsai soil I have on top of that, and that has plenty of pieces of moss in it. So that will grow all over the entire soil surface, and that will make a nice moss layer, fine roots in there, and then when I go to pot it up for bonsai, I'll most likely have a good shallow root system to work with on this tree. Super easy. I like it. I have several more plants to do, including these. I have 2 of these Hokkaido elms that I have to do. I mean, it's pretty cool stuff, but look at all that moss I got to work with. I got to figure out where everything is in these things. And then I have back there the big bald cypress, Katsura. Back in there I have a couple of there. I have a couple of Stuartias to do. So I'll be working on this for a while, not necessarily all today. I actually have more remodeling to do today, and it's also gonna get pretty stormy here in a little bit. About noontime or so, thunder clouds are coming in, and I'm sure I would get rained out. And I need to get my remodeling done, so I'm gonna head back in and work on that. So if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, share it with your friends. Remember, I'm on Instagram. I'll put the link down there below. I update that 3 times a day, so in the morning I'll have something very early for Pacific Coast time. Midday I do usually more of my work. Every night on Instagram I try to pay forward the good things that are going in my life, and I'll try to promote another account that I find that I like on Instagram. A lot of times they're people that don't have a lot of engagement on their account, and I'm starting to get a little bit more power and behind my account where I can promote some people I think deserve it. So keep an eye out for that. You'll see a lot of new artists on there. Thank you, everybody.